everyone, since I haven't really shown this car on my main channel, I'll give you a quick walk around and then take you on for a bit of a drive and talk more then, but just a quick walk around from the outside at the moment because it's around 0 degrees Celsius, and you know how electronics tend to be. Sometimes they stop working if they feel that it's too cold for them. But anyhow, this is a 2008 model year Subaru Impreza WRX STI, which is actually manufactured in 2007 because it's a JDM model, and they released this particular body style a year early in Japan, and the rest of the world got it in 2008. So this car is a 2007 because it's a JDM car, and the rest of the world got this body style, the GRB body style, in 2008. So quickly from the outside, what sets it apart? It being a JDM model, not really anything else, but this particular car has a newer model year front bumper, so-called facelift. I don't know what's the story behind it. Most likely this was already changed in Japan, and it also has some sort of front lip. I think it's Maxton Designs. Yeah, I've seen this company, but since it really doesn't get me going, all these outside little additions, I really don't know about those companies. But other than that, it's like completely stock from the outside, as far as I'm aware. It has some sort of like exhaust on it. Forgive me, I've already forgotten because it's not very important to me. I know it's sort of kind of special, and it sort of kind of looks like titanium, and it's only the back box part, so this car isn't loud at all. There's a little sticker here. Dennis mapped this car for Estonian fuel, but it's like bone stock as far as the fuel map goes, so it makes stock power, 100% stock power. Yeah, Chiba sticker, so maybe this gives us a little insight into where this car is from, Chiba Prefecture. Yeah, just to show you. Yeah, it's as JDM as it gets. Inside, really bone stock. Some why Japanese cars do not get the cruise control, and you can only imagine how disappointed I was when I found out, because this was kind of the reason I wanted this hatchback body style, GRB body style STI, because it having a cruise control, but the JDM cars don't, so that's nice. Apparently this red STI start and stop button is something rare, and it also has some sort of Japanese head unit, as the JDM cars always do, and I think that's some sort of radio aerial or TV or whatever it is. But yeah, ignore the mess. This is just recording equipment, and this car has this kind of Recaro seat instead of the stock seats, which I dreaded at first. I was adamant that I will never buy a car without factory Recaros, but to be honest, as a passenger seat, it looks ugly, but it's decent to sit in. So since this car has the driver's seat changed out anyway, so it really doesn't matter, although the factory Recaros do look nice. In the rear, nothing special, just bone stock. Has this kind of, I think this should be aftermarket floor mats, but what are we even talking about here? But these floor mats at least are like high quality. Look, they have like proper holes and stuff, and not much in the boot too. I mean, no sound system or anything. Yeah, the boot's empty. It has, I don't even remember what coilovers this car has, because yeah, I'm drawing a blank here, so I'm not gonna even try. So let's take a quick look under the bonnet and see what's going on here. And I can already tell you, not much. This is a stock car. So a bone stock EJ207 JDM GRB STI. Yeah, maybe some little things here and there. This is supposed to be some magical thing, taking out iron particles or something like that from the fuel. I'm just going out of my ass. I know this is a magic thing that Japanese guys like, but what's the reason behind it? I have no clue. Kojo Rad, really a thing that I really appreciate about this car, a little tuning aspect from under the bonnet, because cooling is important, but other than that, it's just bone stock. JDM GRB STI. Yeah, even this strut tower bar is 100% stock. Yeah, and I wanted to keep it brief. I guess this is as brief as I can do it. So let's jump in and drive, and I'll talk about a bit about the backstory of this car. Why do I even have it? Because that's what I was just asking for myself too. Why do I even have this car? Alright, I'm gonna try to keep it as brief and concise as my narration abilities allow. As you can see, just jumping ahead, one reason I bought this car, it has just 61,600 miles on it as of now. But I'll take you with me on a little test drive and give you the backstory of the car. So just not to go too far into the past and whatnot, then I used to play basketball in England, and in relation to my basketballings in England, I was invited to visit this summer, and coincidentally I had a 2008 D3 A8 that I had bought from England, and I had been selling that car for actively for 3 years. And the car finally sold, 2 days before I was about to head out to England. So what that allowed me to do is allowed me to pay back a little loan that I had to the bank. And then I was like, yeah, I mean, screw it, let's apply for a car loan. So this car has been bought with bank's money. No one needed to worry. I haven't gotten rich or anything. Anyhow, yeah, so I applied for a car loan, not a lease, a loan, and they pretty much accepted my application and gave me just about enough money to buy this car. But let's not jump ahead too much. So me and my father, we were going together to England, so we were planning to buy a car regardless of these two things that just happened that I told you about 30 seconds ago. And our plan initially was to buy a W251 R-Class Mercedes-Benz, a car which I still want. But I had this loan application approved, and I hadn't signed it yet. So pretty much, if you have the loan application approved, so as soon as you sign it, you will get the money on your account. So I wasn't sure what I'm gonna do. Let's say how to cut it brief. I don't want to ramble on about everything that went on, but up to the last moment, I was doubting myself. Why should I buy this car? And I was right. I mean, why did I buy this car? I have no idea today. I've driven this car maybe 3 times, or no, even 2 times in the past 3 months. One time I just started it up in the garage because I think the battery is a bit old and it runs out of juice if it just sits for long. But yeah, I don't want to drive it because it's so low miles. I don't want to drive it just to get to get you from point A to point B. I don't want to drive it because it's just so low mileage. one of the reasons I bought this car. And I really haven't had the fiscal capability to do anything with this car. It actually kind of sort of needs a new clutch. The clutch works, but it like bites from really up top, so it's worn out. That's why I haven't taken it to the track to drive. And yeah, so I have this car. It just sits around. I don't really need it. Do I want it? I mean, kinda yes, no. I mean, it's fun to own it, but then again, you know, I don't need it. I promised myself that I will like grow up, but I didn't, and now I just took this car under my wing, and let's just give it a bit of welly here, just to show you, because this is just nothingness here. That's why I came here. Yeah, it's still fun and all. I'm not gonna drive overly fast. This is not the point of this video. It's still fun, you know, it's still exciting, but I have no clue. I've listed it for sale as always, because that's just how it goes. If you're not loaded, that you can afford everything, then you're always trying to, like, even if you buy a new car, it's always for sale, because you know there's always another idea you want to fulfill, and if the pockets aren't endless holes, then you know you're always kind of not short. I mean, I'm not short on money. I mean, I can survive. I can buy food, but you just don't have enough to fulfill all your ideas. And I mean, this far, no one's really had any interest in this car. I listed it obviously kind of high too, and that's as brief as I can make it into why I have this car and why I really don't need this car, but I have it. So I mean, basically I own about 1% of it up to this point. I've paid 2 monthly payments on it. What's nice about a car loan is that, you know, I own this car, so it's not a lease. I'm a straight up owner on paper, and I only have to pay back the loan then, and at the end of the loan, unlike a lease, I straight up own it then too. I mean, but then I actually own it, because at the moment I really don't. So yeah, it's the story of this car. I sort of kind of have it now. And I have no plan for it, because I really can't afford to choose some crazy stuff at the moment. I mean, I will eventually have enough money to get a new clutch for it, so I could come here and drive, or go to Porsche Ring and drive. But daily, I mean, it just sits in the garage, and it's like a fiscal burden. And other than that, this car has no function in my life. Is it fun to drive? Yes, it's fun to drive. Do I go out and drive with the car? No, I don't. And now the winter is coming, and this car, I don't think, has ever really seen a salty winter. At least I hope so. Plus, they've done some questionable quality undersealing on it, so I really don't want to get this car salty. So it's highly unlikely that I will drive it in the winter. So then it just sits in the garage, and I'll just pay the monthly payments on it. And yeah, such is life. Okay, I'll cut it short. It wasn't short. I'll cut it here, and I'll show you the other 2 crappers that I have also.